Lesson 24, 25, 26, and 27 from Learn Violin Fast, Book 3. This is Minuet 3 by Johann Sebastian Bach. There's the melody, then there's the bass. So there's 2 pages to the melody, and we're going to have to flip the page. So please bear with me. We're going to perform the first page, pause, perform the second page of the melody, and we'll do the same thing for the second page. The reason for that is so that you could play this at your lesson or with a friend. Both of you have both parts of the melody and the bass. And then if you're performing this, you could memorize this, or you could just pause, flip the page, or possibly use 2 stands to not have to flip the page and stop the music. Or you could also just photocopy the second page. You could photocopy the first page and just kind of tape it up so that you have 1 page for everything. But for the sake of the book, to make it easy and to just make it as accessible as possible, we'll flip the page and pause. This is very tricky because there's a lot of string crossing. It goes back and forth. So make sure your bow is, you're utilizing your fingers and your hand pivoting at the wrist, and your left fingers are down in advance. And that's pretty much it. There's some triplet eighth notes here, some dotted quarters, there's some up-ups, staccato. Make sure those are nice and smooth. Well, you'll notice that between the melody and the bass, the main theme goes between the melody or the right hand and the left hand of the piano, or the melody and the bass if you play this with 2 violins. So just be mindful that if you're not playing that particular eighth note little motif, then somebody else is. So those quarter notes should not be as loud as the eighth notes. Whoever has the moving parts or the eighth notes should play out a little bit more. All right, this is page 1 of Minuet 3 by Johann Sebastian Bach. We're going to pause halfway through and we're going to turn the page and then finish the second page of the melody. We're going to find a G, so that there's open G, force vibration. I can hear it, I can see it. I think we're ready. And then in some scores, you'll notice that the end is... So the end probably should be, I think this is what I've heard most, is ABC as a triplet. So that's a typo. It should be played as ABC as a triplet. Now we're going to hear the bass. And again, we'll pause, or I'll try to turn the page during the open G, and then go to the next part. Okay. So the bass part here is pretty simple. There's a lot of G major arpeggios. When we go to the second part of the bass, we do have to utilize some low ones, but make sure that after you do low 1 on the D string and you have a high 2 on G, you really have to stretch that high 2. So that's going to be the tricky part for me. All right, this is Minuet 3, lesson 25 and 27, right? Page 1 and page 2 of Bach's Minuet 3. So we're going to find G again. Make sure there's force vibration. Pop, 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 pop. 1, 2, 3. Isn't this beautiful? I hope you have a chance to play this with someone together as a duet with proper melody and the bass. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.